Okay, we're rolling.
Hi, this is Marcus, and this is The Grip Story. I think this brand has been in the making for the longest time, and it's been about 4 years, I guess. I'm sure you guys know the very first shirt that we did, the Gym Rat shirt, the Aspire to Inspire, and then the You vs. You shirt, and then the Embrace the Hustle shirt, and finally this shirt, Momentum. In the very beginning, I really didn't know what name to give this brand. One night, something just got to me. I told myself I have to do it. It's not always about being ready, but it's about taking action before you are ready. So I asked myself, what do I want the brand to embody? So I started writing down a couple of words, and then the very first word was greatness. The second word I wrote down was inspiration. And then the third word was possibilities. The reason why I wrote down greatness is because I want this brand to be great. I want this brand to represent greatness. And I believe that every single person is great, whether they've seen it or not. The second word is inspiration. Like how I got inspired on a day to finally come out with the name of the brand. I want this shirt to serve as an inspiration for many others. And I want people to embrace the greatness within them and make positivity cool again. And the final letter, P. Probably my favorite letter. We may be small right now and we just got started. But I want this brand to represent possibilities. And I want to look back one day and see that, hey, I actually started from zero. I actually started with very little money in my bank. But hey, I made it. There's one very good story that I want to tell. It's about my brother, Matthew. As you guys know, he was like any other kid, right? He loved to play the computer, he goes to school, come back home, and then I had a very hard time getting him to go to the gym. And a couple of months later, he managed to squat his body weight, and a couple of years later, he managed to break the world record. Not one time, but 4 times. Who would have thought? If in the very beginning you asked me if I think that it's possible, the answer would be no, duh. And I want this story to carry over to the brand Grip. That even though we start small, it is possible if we believe in the greatness within us and believe that we can inspire people when they wear our apparel. So let's talk a little bit about the shirt right now. And I'm so excited to tell you guys what is every single thing behind the shirt, the color, the name. So the very first thing is I want the shirt to be loud. Like a lot of people have been telling me like, hey Marcus, you know what, yellow is not a very conventional color, not a lot of people will buy. And that's the whole reason, man. I want it to be like different. I want people to see, hey, it's yellow, I can see it. It may not be a very popular color, but this is why I want to create this shift. Yellow is something that is bold, something that represents confidence, and that's the whole reason why I want it to be yellow. So why the word momentum? I believe that if you want something to be great, you first have to build momentum. It's not about being ready, it's not about having all the resources. No matter what, as long as we start, we will somehow get it. That was how we started when we were doing powerlifting as well. I don't want this brand to just be a brand, but I want it to be a movement. That's why our Instagram account is The Grip Movement. It's not just a brand to me, I believe that this is more than a brand. This will bring more value to you guys than just creating an apparel line and oh, this is cool, blah blah blah. That's not what I want. And I think that entrepreneurship is something that is not easy because you're working like 24/7, and how can you provide more value to your customers? How can you provide more value to your athletes, to your client? You're always constantly thinking how to improve. Unlike a 9 to 5, you can switch off once you're at home. Sometimes when you're inspired and it's midnight, you gotta wake up and write something down so that you don't forget. And you can use that resource to add value to your business. I believe that every single entrepreneur struggles with this, and it's uncertainty. You know that starting a business, starting up is gonna be tough. All the money that you've made will be put back to the business to let the business grow. And I believe that there's a lot of sacrifice involved in it, because you gotta sacrifice your sleep, you gotta sacrifice your time, you gotta sacrifice going out with friends, but just putting in the work and making your craft a little better. But why do I want to take this path? It's because I believe in the vision. I believe that one day I would see the harvest of the effort that I put in. So I hope you guys will be a part of our vision and support us by filling up the form in the description box down below. And last but not least, I hope that this shirt gives you as much significance as it does to us. Let's continue to strive to be great and inspiration, and let's believe that our dreams are actually possible.